WLYR 93.0 is the station. That's what's up. Samurai Panda Sports is the show, and we about to cut it up now. Yep. All right. Grab your lunchbox, grab a pencil, grab a notebook. It's time for the Gradebooks.
Grades? Grades? I got no damn grades.
We are back with the AFC South. Kicking it off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Finished 9-8, first in the division. Shocked the Chargers, although I wasn't shocked. Yes, major pun there.
Ha ha, very funny, motherfucker.
They almost knocked the Chiefs out, but they didn't. Overall, pretty solid season, I would say. Much better than last year. I mean, that whole Urban Meyer experiment was a disaster. I don't need to dwell on that. Doug Peterson definitely turned this whole team around, and it didn't take long for him to do it. For real. Like, Trevor Lawrence and the offense as a whole has definitely gotten better. It's definitely improved. 11th in yards per game, 10th in pass yards per game, 14th in the run game, 7th in yards per drive, 10th in scoring, 10th in third down percentage. He paid all that money to all those free agent pickups in the offseason, and they damn near paid off. I mean, I think they got their money's worth. Trevor Lawrence definitely looks the part. You can tell there's something there, needs to grow some more, which leads me to the cons. Even though the offense was pretty decent, that defense was not. It couldn't stop the wind blowing.
Whoa, I don't play defense.
This defense was just not good. It just wasn't good. The run game could have been a little better. ETN still had a solid year. It wasn't quite enough. Another issue is the lack of a number one receiver. Even though they have a group of receivers, there's no true number one. There's no Jamar Chase. There's no AJ Brown. There's no, that number one guy. I mean, Christian Kirk, I'm not saying he's a slouch or anything. It's just, I wouldn't put him as my number one. He's a good number two. I just wouldn't put him as my number one. They couldn't stop anybody on third down. Couldn't stop anybody in the red zone. They didn't give up too many points, but it was enough to where it hurt them. The season overall started off a little rocky in the beginning anyway. They definitely galvanized, and the defense even galvanized towards the end and into the playoffs, but it just wasn't enough.
Unacceptable!
I would say like this, focus on the secondary pretty much. Get a lockdown corner, get some safety help. Overall, the team, there's elements that you can build upon, and that's all you're looking for. I think Doug Peterson is a good fit. Shout out to the owner for even giving him a chance and even paying all this money to the receivers they picked up last year. Let's just build from there, tweak the defense a little bit. So overall, I give the Jaguars a B. It could have been a better season, but it definitely could have been worse. It could have been last year all over again. Luckily, it wasn't. Not a bad year. And they snatched the division crown from our next subject, the Tennessee Titans.
Woof.
So Tennessee finished with 7-10, second in the division. I don't know what happened to this team. They started okay. They had a streak in the middle of this year. You was looking at this team, you're like, man, the Titans could really do something maybe. Especially at that Green Bay Packers game. But then ever since that game and this whole Todd Downing thing happened, I don't know what happened. Mike Vrabel, he's a hell of a coach. I think he's underrated. I don't think he gets enough talk about being a great coach. Everyone says that the number one seed that the Tennessee Titans got last year was a fluke. I don't know how it was a fluke if he won the games to get there. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. I think he's a great coach. He just needs better help on offense. I mean, you already have a weapon in Derrick Henry. What else can I say about Derrick Henry? We all know he's a monster. And because of that, the red zone offense was on point. Top 10. 64% conversion in the red zone. Insane. And the defense was actually not too bad. The pass defense had a lot to be desired, but the run defense was able to stop the run. It was able to stop people on third down. Decent red zone defense. Like, it wasn't terrible. They didn't give up a lot of points, but they also didn't score many points. They just lack an identity in offense. I don't know. There's some things that they're lacking in, like quarterback. We'll go to the cons now. Is Tannehill the answer?
I don't know.
There's flashes, and then there's collapses. Malik Willis, I don't think he's anywhere near ready yet. It definitely showed last year. Joshua Dobbs, maybe? I just think they need a quarterback. Derek Carr, again, I say. But what good is a quarterback if he has no one to throw to? Which brings me to number 2, lack of receivers.
I wonder why.
That A.J. Brown hole is really looming over you guys. Just saying. Treylon Burks, he could develop into something. It's just he's not there yet. And I can't tell if that's just due to the lack of offense or quarterback play. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I do like him as a player. There's a lot to be desired there. The secondary is there even a secondary? Do y'all even have a secondary?
I mean, what the hell is this? I really don't understand it.
It didn't look like it. You just let anybody catch. You just can't win football games like that. You just can't. You can stop the run, but like if you allow people to just throw and make anybody look like the next coming of Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or whatever like that, anybody, yeah, they're gonna burn you. And they can't score. I mean, 17 points a game. You just can't score like that. Todd Downing's gone.
Get out.
They need something, and I think they need a quarterback. I kind of like Derek Carr here too. Will he come here? I don't know. Overall, I give them a C.
This is why I choose to get C's.
It was just that collapse at the end of the season. Like they literally, the bottom fell out of this team so bad, and they got nowhere else to go but up. So find a quarterback, get some receiver, beef up the secondary. Well, you need more than beef up. You need to find a secondary first of all. Good Lord. Moving on. Okay, the Colts.
I'm a nervous wreck.
4-12-1. Quickly, couple good things. Defense had some bright spots.
Wow.
You didn't finish last, and you got a high draft pick. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go on a tangent. All right, look, I don't think they should have fired Frank Reich. I thought he did fantastic with what he was given. Ever since Andrew Luck retired, the Colts have been going into this thing where they get into these retread quarterbacks. Shout out to Frank Reich. He did what he could with the whole Phillip Rivers experiment. He did what he could with the Carson Wentz experiment. He did what he could with the Matt Ryan experiment, and it cost him his job ultimately.
What do you want from me? Huh?
Which I don't think that's his fault. So if they could just find a young quarterback, maybe they could do something. But it's just the simple fact of you keep doing these retreads, you're not drafting. You got some decent receivers, and Jonathan Taylor's no joke. Matt Ryan wasn't the answer, so the entire offense suffered as a whole. Do I need to go over the Denver game?
No!
Seriously, the offense was atrocious this year. Go into a rebuild, draft a quarterback, develop him. Hopefully you'll find the right guy. Apparently they're going after the Eagles OC. But please don't do the Jeff Saturday thing. They should have never hired Jeff Saturday. They should have never fired Frank Reich, in my opinion. I think Carolina got a hell of a coach out of that, even though they should have stuck with Steve Wilkes. Jim Irsay, just stay out of the way.
And when you're gone, you stay gone.
If you could just stay out of the way and let the football people handle the football operation, then maybe the team can thrive. But because you keep intervening and getting in the way, this is what's going to happen.
Unacceptable!
Draft a quarterback, stop picking up these retreads. It hasn't been working. Tweak the defense a little bit, get a defensive mind in there. Then hopefully Jonathan Taylor comes back healthy and stronger than ever. Everybody had the Colts winning the division this year because of the Matt Ryan thing. I wasn't really on board with that, but I was expecting a better turnout than this year, because this year was just not good.
Terrible!
I like Jeff Saturday as a player, and he was a great analyst, but what did you expect? So with that being said, I give the Colts an E.
Oh my God. I pass.
Not what anybody expected. Jonathan Taylor got hurt, so hopefully they bounce back. If they do a retread, Jimmy G, Derek Carr, maybe Aaron Rodgers.
Hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no.
Last but not least, okay, all right.
I mean, my God! How much more can you stink?
It's a bloody terrible.
Goddamn fucking disgrace.
Fail.
And you failed.
The Houston fail. F for fail. Fail. Failure. Failed. Fail. F-A-I-L. I don't know how else I could say fail.
You blew it!
We expected Houston to be terrible, but this is why I give him a failing grade. Not only do you hire Lovie Smith, who I think is a good coach, and he should have deserved more of a shot and given an actual chance instead of like okay. I feel like the Lovie Smith hire was because the whole Brian Flores thing happened, and they were looking to hire Josh McCown, and they were like, "Oh snap, a black guy suing the league. Quick, Lovie Smith's not doing anything. Let's hire him just to make it look good." If you're not going to give him an honest shot, then what the hell is the point? I'm not trying to go on this race tangent thing, whatever like that, but we all know that black coaching is an issue in this league. How does Eric Bieniemy does not have a head coaching job baffles me. It took DeMeco Ryans this long to get a job baffles me. Lovie Smith is a good coach. It even showed this year. The Texans were in a lot of these games, and they did beat the Jaguars, but they were in a lot of games. They almost beat the Dallas Cowboys. They were in some games because Lovie Smith can coach, and the players will play for him. But if you're just going to literally hire him as a stopgap and not give him an honest shot, then don't even give him the chance, because literally you're just hurting his future chances, and this is going to fall bad on him. And then, yeah, I'm glad he stuck it to y'all at the end of the season where he cost y'all the number 1 pick, because now you don't even have the number 1 pick now.
Fuck you, dude!
DeMeco Ryans and Dameon Pierce are the 2 bright spots that I would say. DeMeco Ryans is a hell of a coach. We saw that in San Francisco. He is a hell of a coach. I am excited. I hope that they give him the tools and the resources and the freedom to do whatever he wants to do. He deserves that. And Dameon Pierce, he's a hell of a running back. Make sure y'all keep him healthy, because he is a damn good running back. Those are your 2 bright spots. Everything else, y'all need help in any category. Y'all need a lot of help. Now, the DeMeco Ryans thing, I think that was a legitimate hire, and I'm excited for it. They just need a quarterback, because Davis Mills is not it. They need some receivers. We all knew they were going to suck. We knew they were going to suck. It's no surprise that they are where they are. It's no surprise. I feel bad for Lovie. I feel like Lovie should still coach in this league. Fail, F for failure. That being said, class is dismissed. WLYR 93.0 is the station. That's what's up. Samurai Panda Sports is the show. Don't get cut. I will see you guys next time. We are going to tackle the AFC North. Oh boy. This is Lyricist the Kid signing off. We out.